Hey, welcome to our very first Promised Land Preschool Parent Partnership meeting. This is for September the 23rd, 2020 at 6 o'clock. And this is all new for us, and I know it's new for you guys too, but this will be a very informational meeting. And I just wanted to welcome all the parents. And if you would please put your name and your child's name in the comment box. And any questions about this meeting, please email me at jillh.shiloh@gmail.com, or you can also email your child's teachers with any questions, and then we can get back with you as soon as we can with the answers to your questions. I wanted to tell you a little bit about our fundraiser information. We got our orders in on the September 16th, and the online was due on the 17th. And as of now, our total orders for the pamphlet, the flyers, was 420, and we had about 38 online. So we did really well, which was, we didn't know how we were going to do this year because of COVID not being able to sell like we'd always been able to. I will, though, need some volunteers when they are delivered. Delivery will be on Thursday, October the 1st, and I will need parents, if they can, to come and help between 1 to 5. 5 is the last when all pickup should be done. We are going to be doing the pickup a little bit different this year. We will be conduct it the same way as when you drop off and pick up your children. So on the side of the school building, and have your little signs so we know who to get the order out to, and we will wheel out your order then to your car, so you do not have to come into the building. But pickup time will be between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Now we don't have storage, so if you can't pick up your order, then please send someone that can pick it up, because we can't store the frozen. We're not able to do that. But I will need some volunteers to help us sort and to help us get it out the orders to you. So just please email your teachers, or you can email me if you're able to help volunteer. Picture Day this year will be in the spring. I don't have the date and time yet, but I will get that to you as soon as possible. And we will be starting Angel Tree, which is Operation Christmas Child. We've done this for several years. Your teachers may have already sent out information, or they will soon. They will send you information about what Operation Christmas Child is, and they will also be sending you a couple angels that have some items on them that would be wonderful for you to purchase with your child, and then put them in their backpacks, send them back to us, and the teachers then will be putting the shoe boxes together for this project. It will start September the 25th. It will end October 16th. So we will need all the items by October the 16th. The new Scholastic order you'll be getting in your child's backpacks, probably some this week and some next week, but the order will be due October the 9th. They have a lot of really fun Halloween books in this new order. The Halloween parties, this is going to be different this year also. They will be October the 28th and 29th. Costumes are to be worn to school. If you want a change of clothes, then bring them a change of clothes, and we can do that after they have their fun parties in their classrooms. No scary costumes and no masks. One of the reasons we don't wear the mask is because the children will be wearing their masks as usual. And also sometimes full masks on kids can scare the other children, so we don't want that. Teachers will be contacting the parents that have signed up to help with parties, with the treats for the snacks. But students will need to bring a small bag of candy, which is nut-free. I'll be sending out a note that will be sooner to the time, and also suggested nut-free candies that the kids can have, because we are a nut-free facility. We are starting to work on our Christmas program times, and we'll get that information to you as soon as possible. If it says something different on the website for the dates of our Christmas party, ignore that. We are having to change that up a bit, but we will be getting all that information to you, and also we'll be getting you lyrics for the songs for the kids to practice at home. I did want to also thank everyone for helping us out with all the supplies that you gave at the beginning of the year. They really helped us out. The kids are doing great, and it's so nice to see them. And if you ever have anything you want to talk to your teacher about, please email, and they can schedule if you want to do a FaceTime with them, or if you want to talk to them out at the car when it is at pickup. Just let the teachers know so they can have some one-on-one conversation with you. We will be having parent-teacher conferences in November, and that information will be out with you too, because of course that may have some different options for parents to be able to do for that. But right now I'm going to go ahead and let the teachers talk about what's going on in their classroom and what's coming up. The first teachers are the pre-K teachers. I'm going to have Miss Kayla and Miss Anna.
Hello, I am Miss Anna.
And I'm Miss Kayla, and we have enjoyed getting to know all your children so far this school year. It's really nice to see some of the quiet ones already coming out of their shell and interacting with all the students. So we're going to be talking about what we're going to be doing the rest of this semester, so up through December. So we'll be finishing up uppercase letters for the rest of the semester with learning 2 new letters each week. And then we're also reviewing past letters from the previous weeks we've already learned. And then we also learn a new number each week. And then we'll also be trying to recognize numbers 0 through 10, and then counting up to 20, and then just increasing that throughout the school year as well. The shape is a new shape every week, and then the color is changed every month, with next month being 2 colors of orange and black. And then each week we also learn a new sight word. We review the old ones as well every week and just add the new sight word in every week. When we read to our students, and this is something you guys can do as you guys read as they go to sleep or read at home, we go over the parts of the book. So we say the front cover, the back cover, the spine, and we also talk about the title page. And then we go over that the author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures. And then throughout the school year, we're also going to be doing little activities. So this is one activity that we have created, and it's just a small example. But as you can see, we have a lowercase letter. So A is here, and then we have an uppercase A on the bottle. And what they do is they go through and they match the caps to the bottle, and they screw on the lid to make a match. So it's working with their cognitive and being able to recognize and match the lowercase with the capital letter, and then also working their fine motor to screw the letter on. And then we also have maps that look kind of like roads, and they can draw or use this card, and they can make the letter correctly by going over the road with the car. And then we also will be having parent-teacher conferences coming up in November. More details will be told about this the sooner it gets. Due to COVID, we're not really sure. It could be virtual. We could have in person. We'll keep you updated on that as well. At this time, I'm going to let Miss Anna talk about a few things now too.
Okay, so we have been practicing writing their names and cutting with scissors. They've been doing really great, but it's also very important that you guys practice at home. So what we do is we say, so mom goes in the front seat, dad goes in the front seat, and then the 3 babies go in the back seat. And it kind of teaches them to pinch their pencil instead of wrapping all their fingers or just wrapping their index finger around. And then also with their scissors, a lot of the times you'll see they'll put the incorrect fingers in the wrong holes. So they might put their thumb in like the longer hole and then 2 fingers in here and then cut like this. And it just doesn't really gain their fine motor like it should. So their thumb actually goes in the smaller, rounder hole, and then 2 to 3 fingers go in the oval hole, and then you cut like this. A lot of the times you'll see them twisting their wrist, but the correct way is just like this. And then some activities that you can do to help strengthen your child's fine motor is like Miss Kayla said with the alphabet bottles. If you have soda or water bottles, you can just unscrew the lid and then have your child put it on and then them screw it on. And that really helps. Also, taking child tweezers and taking a small object and having them trying to pick it up and put it in like example, a water bottle, they could drop it in there. And then also even brushing their teeth, that really helps. This just helps them gain more control of their pencil and their scissors. So I think that's it. So Miss Sandy, pre-K, she'll be talking next.
Hi, I'm Miss Sandy, and it sounds like Miss Kayla and Miss Anna covered a lot of the same things I was going to cover, so I am not going to go through all those things over again. But I do want to say, as we do our uppercase letters, that we use Writing Without Tears, and we usually do them in series. So right now, if you hear them say jump, our first letters all start with a line that goes straight down, and then they have to jump frog back to the top to make one fat tummy for a P, a big fat tummy for a D. So just add that in if you hear them say things that sound kind of weird. That's what they're talking about, is we have to jump frog back up. So that's one of the things. Also, their names, we start out by letting them practice writing their name. We let them actually try to write it however they think it looks, and then we come back and show them how the letter is actually formed. And as we get through the uppercase letters and then start on the lowercase letters, they get a really good idea of what their name really should look like and how many uppercase. We used to say 1 uppercase, but not always, because I have a couple that have 2 uppercases in their name. So we'll be working on their names more and more throughout the year. As she said, we do a different shape, and we'll even get into solid shapes after the beginning of the year. The scissors, Miss Ann and Kayla went over the scissors about how to hold them. I really emphasize to the kids not to turn their hand like this, but to always turn the paper, which seems to all of a sudden make cutting so much easier. So kind of remember to say, turn that paper as you get to the end instead of your hand, and then all of a sudden it just kind of clicks for them. When they come in the morning, they spell their first and last name. If they don't know, you might work with them on recognizing the letters in their name. Also, their birth dates. And a lot of my children, I think the 3-year-old teachers preschool teachers did a great job, because many of them already know their first and last name. We are working on birthdays and starting on addresses in our class. So if you want to work with them a little bit on that, that would be great. These kids really love music, so we're trying to get music in and action at a social distance, so they really love music. We do emotions every week. The kids really enjoy, like we were talking about, angry and what makes you angry, and we got some funny comments, so we've been having fun with that. We've also been doing a building series, and the kids yesterday were making zoos out of the boxes. We made very tall towers, which you might have seen on Facebook. So we will continue on with clothing series and a ball series, and then just keep going till the end of the year. Let's see, sight words. Sight words are fun in our class. The kids not only like to recognize the sight words, but they really like to make sentences out of the sight words. So sometimes when I'll say, what's the sight word, they'll throw me a sentence. So they're actually learning language, and so it's really fun to say, well, can you tell me a sentence with Dad? So we got some really fun sentences this week. Well, later on during the year, we'll also start on rhyming. So if you have books at home that have rhyming in them, you might emphasize, oh, did you hear that? Those words rhyme. or opposites. What's the opposite of hot and cold? So if you're doing things at home and you think, oh, that could be an opposite. So what's the opposite of that? And they just get the idea of more language. So you can work on that too. More or less what Miss Anna and Kayla went over, we're doing the same things, the letters. We will, after we do our jump frogs, we get to magic C letters. So you will hear the kids going over this language. Another thing I wanted to say is, I know the reading books is really good for the kids, but I've noticed in the last few years that the kids really like books about real animals, like elephants and lions and where they live and how they're different. And so if you're out shopping for books or you're looking at Scholastic and you think, oh, that doesn't look very fun, it's amazing how much they really like those books. Whales is a really popular one, and sharks in our classroom, and counting books is really fun. So thank you, and we'll have more information at the next meeting.
Hey guys, it's Miss Leanne and Miss Katie here from the green room. We have really enjoyed getting to know all of the kids this year so far. We've made lots of crafts and done some fun experiments, such as making Play-Doh and elephant toothpaste. So if they talk about anything exploding, that's what elephant toothpaste was. In the next couple of months, we are going to be working on some fall, Halloween, and Thanksgiving crafts. We'll be making some slime, painting pumpkins, making turkeys, and lots more. Please make sure you check your emails regularly, because that's one of our main sources of communication right now. We'll be emailing a sign-up sheet for what to send in for our Halloween parties when it gets a little bit closer, and we'll be sending out we will be working on a list of Christmas songs for our Christmas program as well. And once we get that figured out, we'll be sending out that so you can work on it at home as well. We're not quite sure how the program's going to be just yet, so bear with us on that. If you have any questions or concerns on anything, please do not hesitate to reach out to me or Miss Katie. This year is a little different for all of us, but we can't wait to see what the rest of the year has in store for us.
Hi, I'm Miss Kimberly, and we've had a lot of fun in learning already this year. We've been singing the sounds for the letters and lots of songs. They love to sing. We've been experimenting with our creativity. We've been engaging our scientific curiosity with our volcanic lava and elephant toothpaste, as Miss Leanna talked about. We're developing our engineering design skills with building buildings with shaving cream. We're working a lot on social-emotional skills. They really need to practice interacting, with their peers and resolving those conflicts and dealing with the frustrating emotions and giving them tools to deal with those emotions. In the coming weeks, we're going to do lots of arts and crafts with all kinds of mediums, plenty of fun paints, watercolor, tempera, puffy paint. This year, the children just love to paint. We're going to even water paint outside. We're going to be doing a nature walk as the leaves turn colors and we see the signs of fall. We're going to make and play with slime, and that's one of their favorites. We're going to carve a pumpkin with a wonderful story that's going to go with it. We're always working on fine motor activities to strengthen those hand muscles and to help them with their writing and their cutting. And Miss Kayla and Miss Anna gave you some ideas of some fine motor skills. Also, we have a bunch of videos with fine motor activities on our Facebook page, so be sure to check those out. Anything to help with that strengthening and holding their scissors correctly and their pencil correctly. Most weeks we'll be doing a science experiment. One that's coming up is a pine cone experiment. If you've ever wondered why pine cones are sometimes closed and sometimes open, ask your children. Ice fishing is another experiment that we'll be doing. We're going to blow up a balloon with a chemical reaction. And in November, we're going to be making a very special thankful booklet. And that'll be one to treasure. Thank you so much.
Hey, I just wanted to thank all you parents for joining us this evening for this meeting. The next parent partnership meeting will be November the 18th. we'll talk a little bit about what's up for Christmas. And you will be getting some information beforehand about our Usborne Book Fair. It will be all online this year, so hopefully you guys will join in on that. And that would be the week of November 16th through the 20th. But I just want to thank everybody, and remember, put your child's name and your name in the comment, and please email us for any questions. And like the teachers have said, that's our way of communication. So use the work email. So it's always your teacher's name, their last initial, and it's .shiloh.com. And if it's also on the website, so if you can't remember your teacher's email, you can go to shilohum.org, and under Promised Land, it has all the teachers' pictures and it's got their emails. So please email us and let us know what's going on. But thank you again so much.